Before the world feared Francis Ngannou or celebrated Deontay Wilder, there was one name that made grown men flinch before the opening bell: walking explosion with gloves. From the moment the bell rang, Tyson brought pure chaos, blinding speed, bone-snapping power, and a killer instinct that made every fight feel like a horror movie with one terrifying star. This wasn't boxing. This was demolition on live television. In this countdown, we relive the most devastating knockouts of Iron Mike's career. The title fights, the early rampages, the comebacks, and the jaw-dropping finishes that turned a kid from Brooklyn into the baddest man on the planet. Tyson KOs Clifford, Etienne, February 22nd, 2003. In what would be the final victory of his legendary career, Mike Tyson delivered one last flash of thunder. Facing rugged brawler Clifford Etienne in Memphis, Tyson looked focused, sharp, and eerily calm. Etienne threw a jab just 40 seconds in, and Tyson countered with a lightning-fast right hand that detonated on his chin. Etienne crumpled to the canvas, motionless. It was over in just 49 seconds. Tyson didn't celebrate. He simply walked back to his corner like a man clocking out of a day's work. It was the last knockout of a career built on devastation, and it ended the way it began: fast, violent, and unforgettable. Tyson TKOs Lou Savarese, June 24, 2000. In 38 seconds of chaos, Tyson dismantled Lou Savarese in what became one of the wildest and shortest fights of his career. Held in Glasgow, Scotland, the bout was Tyson's second overseas showcase, and he wasted no time showing off. He dropped Savarese with a powerful left hand just moments in. When the fight resumed, Tyson exploded with a savage flurry, flattening Savarese again. This time, as the referee tried to separate them, Tyson kept punching until the ref was literally tackled to the canvas. The fight was over in under a minute, and Tyson's post-fight words became just as famous. "I want to eat his children." Vintage Iron Mike. Terrifying, electric, and totally unpredictable. Tyson TKOs Julius Francis, January 29, 2000. Mike Tyson's UK debut was less a boxing match and more a live-action highlight reel. Julius Francis, the reigning British heavyweight champion, tried to hold his ground, but Tyson came to make a statement. From the opening bell, Tyson bulldozed forward with trademark head movement and bad intentions. Francis hit the canvas 5 times in under 6 minutes, each knockdown louder than the last. By the second round, the referee had seen enough, stopping the punishment at 1:03. British fans finally got the Tyson experience in full: short, brutal, and unforgettable.
Makes a beautiful adjustment, right hand to the body and left hook up, left hook.
If anything, he's showing that he's got guts. Down for a 5th time, and that's...
Well, basically just needs to hit him here. But he comes in with another right uppercut, which grazes right in...
Tyson versus Francois Botha, January 16, 1999. After his suspension and a long layoff, Tyson returned to the ring against South Africa's Francois Botha. Botha was game, using movement, jabs, and some roughhouse tactics to frustrate Tyson. Through the first 4 rounds, Tyson looked rusty and reckless. But then came round 5. With seconds left, Tyson slipped a jab and exploded with a monstrous right hand. The punch landed flush on Botha's chin, dropping him flat in dramatic fashion. The crowd erupted as Botha failed to beat the count at 2:59. It was a sudden and violent reminder that even after the chaos, Tyson still had one-punch devastation in both hands. Tyson TKOs Bruce Seldon, September 7th, 1996. The MGM Grand was electric as Tyson squared off against WBA champion Bruce Seldon, but what was expected to be a war turned into a 109-second mauling. From the opening bell, Tyson charged like a bull, pressing Seldon into retreat. Tyson dropped him once with a sharp right hand, and when the fight resumed, Seldon was clearly shaken. Moments later, Tyson landed a glancing right that sent Seldon crashing again. Some said it was questionable, but the power Tyson carried made everything believable. The ref waved it off at 1:49 of round 1. Tyson now held both the WBC and WBA belts and looked poised to fully unify the division once again. Tyson TKOs Frank Bruno II, March 16, 1996. It was a rematch years in the making. Frank Bruno, now WBC heavyweight champion, finally had the belt. Tyson wanted it back. In Las Vegas, the two squared off with fire in their eyes. Bruno, stronger and more experienced, tried to clinch and smother Tyson's offense, but it didn't work. Tyson was relentless, ripping uppercuts through Bruno's guard with frightening ease. In round 3, Tyson cornered him and unleashed a savage sequence of punches. A left uppercut finally snapped Bruno's head back, and the referee rushed in at 0:50 to stop the onslaught. Tyson reclaimed the WBC title in ruthless fashion, and the aura of Iron Mike was fully restored. Tyson KOs Buster Mathis Jr., December 16, 1995. After 4 years away from boxing due to his prison sentence, Tyson returned to knock out Buster Mathis Jr. in a fight billed as a test of whether Iron Mike still had it. Mathis used movement and crouching defense to avoid Tyson early, but he couldn't hide forever. In round 3, Tyson feinted low and uncorked a devastating right uppercut that lifted Mathis off his feet. The KO at 2:32 was a terrifying reminder. Tyson's power hadn't gone anywhere. Tyson TKOs Donovan Ruddock, March 18, 1991. This wasn't just a fight, it was a brawl. Ruddock was Tyson's toughest opponent since Douglas, and the two traded bombs in a high-stakes war, but Tyson's speed and volume eventually wore Ruddock down. In round 7, after a heavy exchange, Tyson dropped Ruddock and followed with a vicious flurry. At 2:22, the ref stepped in, controversially. Fans wanted more, but the message was clear. Tyson still had heavyweight fury to unleash. Tyson TKOs Alex Stewart, December 8, 1990. Alex Stewart was a strong, durable heavyweight, but Tyson made him look like an amateur. From the opening bell, Tyson bulldozed forward, landing hooks with terrifying power. Stewart went down early, got up, and went down again. After 2 knockdowns, Tyson swarmed with a finishing flurry that forced the referee to stop it at just 2 minutes and 27 seconds of round 1. It was Tyson at his most efficient, ruthless, focused, and terrifying. Tyson KOs Henry Tillman, June 16, 1990. After his shocking loss to Buster Douglas, Tyson returned to the ring with vengeance in his eyes, and Henry Tillman, who'd beaten Tyson twice in the amateurs, was in the crosshairs. Tyson didn't hesitate. He cornered Tillman with head movement and pressure, then dropped him with a savage right hand. Tillman hit the canvas hard and stayed there KO in round 1 at 2:47. Tyson was back, and the revenge was served cold and fast.
The Hail Mary right hand. I know I'm going to land it somewhere here.
Tyson TKOs Carl Williams, July 21, 1989. Atlantic City became the site of another Tyson blitzkrieg. Carl "The Truth" Williams entered with confidence, but that evaporated in seconds. Tyson exploded out of the gate, landing a blistering left hook that dropped Williams within 90 seconds. Though Williams got up, he stumbled badly. The referee had no choice but to stop it at 1:33 of round 1. Another quick finish, another statement. Tyson wasn't letting any challenger breathe.
I've got to be on Randy Newman's side there. It's better than that he was talking about, but the way he slips inside he's such a better, good defensive fighter, Tyson.
Tyson TKOs Frank Bruno, February 25th, 1989. Fighting in Las Vegas, Tyson defended his undisputed title against British powerhouse Frank Bruno. Bruno was brave. He even caught Tyson with a solid hook early. But bravery means little when facing a predator. Tyson recovered and launched into savage combinations, stalking Bruno relentlessly. In round 5, a massive uppercut wobbled Bruno, and Tyson poured on the pressure. The ref stepped in at 2:55. It was controlled violence at its peak. Tyson was still the most dangerous man on the planet. Tyson KOs Michael Spinks, June 27, 1988. This was the one, the undefeated showdown. Tyson, the unified champion, versus Michael Spinks, the lineal champ. Two men with 0 losses. But it took Tyson just 91 seconds to make history. From the opening bell, he swarmed Spinks, sending him down with a body shot within 30 seconds. Spinks got up, only to walk into a ferocious right hand that ended the night KO in round 1. Tyson unified the crown in brutal fashion. There were no more questions. Mike Tyson was the undisputed king of the heavyweight world. Tyson TKOs Tony Tubbs, March 21st, 1988. In Tokyo, Tyson took on slick boxer Tony Tubbs, who promised to expose the champ with speed and technique. For a round and a half, Tubbs had moments, sharp jabs, quick counters, but Tyson bided his time. Then, in round 2, Tyson unleashed a short left hook that detonated on Tubbs's temple. Tubbs crumpled, dazed, and could barely rise. At 2:54, the fight was stopped. The Tokyo crowd roared. Tyson didn't need a full fight to figure you out. He just needed one mistake. Tyson TKOs Larry Holmes, January 22nd, 1988. It was legend versus legend, but for Larry Holmes, it was a brutal awakening. Holmes came out of retirement to face a prime Mike Tyson, hoping to reclaim past glory. Instead, he was met with ferocity like nothing he'd ever seen. After 3 competitive rounds, Tyson exploded in the 4th. He knocked Holmes down once with a thunderous right hand, then twice more with hooks that left the former champ sprawled on the canvas. The final KO came at 2:55 of round 4. Holmes had never been stopped before. Tyson didn't just beat him. He made history by becoming the only man to knock Larry Holmes out. Tyson TKOs Tyrell Biggs, October 16th, 1987. In Atlantic City, Tyson defended his undisputed title against Olympic gold medalist Tyrell Biggs, who promised to use movement and boxing to frustrate him. For a few rounds, Biggs tried, but Tyson's pressure was suffocating. In round 7, Tyson battered Biggs into a corner and landed a left hook so clean it buckled his knees. The ref stepped in at 2:59. Biggs left the ring bloodied and broken. Tyson proved once again, no strategy survives the storm. Tyson TKOs Pinklon Thomas, May 30th, 1987. Fighting in Las Vegas as WBA/WBC champion, Tyson faced rugged challenger Pinklon Thomas. For 6 rounds, Thomas absorbed a hellish beating. Tyson's uppercuts snapped his head back, and his body shots cracked like gunfire. Then came round 6. Tyson unleashed a 15-punch combination in under 10 seconds. Thomas collapsed in a heap, and the ref stopped it right at the 2-minute mark. Tyson's legend wasn't just his power, it was his violence and volume. Tyson TKOs Trevor Berbick, November 22, 1986. History was made in Las Vegas. At just 20 years old, Tyson became the youngest heavyweight champion in boxing history. Facing WBC champ Trevor Berbick, Tyson wasted no time. He dropped Berbick in the first and then again in the second with a monstrous left hook. Berbick tried to stand. He stumbled across the ring like a man walking through a dream. The ref waved it off. At 2:35 of round 2, Tyson had arrived on the world stage as a champion and a destroyer. Tyson TKOs Alfonso Ratliff, September 6, 1986. Tyson closed out his incredible 1986 campaign against former cruiserweight champ Alfonso Ratliff. The stakes? A title shot if Tyson won, and he made it emphatic. From the opening bell, Tyson walked Ratliff down, cutting off the ring and unloading body shots that took the air out of him. A massive right hand dropped Ratliff in round 2, and moments later, the referee had seen enough, stopped at 1:41 of the second. With a 26-0 record and 24 KOs, Tyson was now officially the #1 contender. Tyson TKOs Jose Ribalta, August 17, 1986. Jose Ribalta gave Tyson one of his toughest early tests. In this back-and-forth war in Atlantic City, Tyson had to dig deep. Ribalta used his jab and heart to push Tyson for 10 rounds, but Tyson never relented. He dropped Ribalta 3 times, each knockdown more vicious than the last. The final came at 1:37 in round 10, a looping right hand sending Ribalta to the canvas for good. Tyson proved he could go long and still deliver the big finish. Tyson KOs Marvis Frazier, July 26, 1986. It was son of a legend versus the future of the division. Marvis Frazier, son of Joe, stepping in with confidence. Tyson had other plans. Just 30 seconds in, Tyson slipped a jab and launched a left uppercut that nearly decapitated Frazier. 2 more punches landed as Frazier slumped to the mat, unconscious, before he hit the floor. In half a minute, Tyson had destroyed the son of a former heavyweight king and announced that his own era was now.
Watch the uppercut, the right uppercut. In to have a look. And he's going to stop the fight. It did not.
Tyson KOs Lorenzo Boyd, July 11th, 1986. In Swan Lake, New York, Lorenzo Boyd tried to use movement to frustrate Tyson. But you can only move so long before Tyson finds you. When he did, it was violent. Tyson punished Boyd with short, explosive uppercuts and wicked hooks to the ribs. By round 2, Boyd's legs were gone. Tyson cornered him and unleashed a savage left-right combo that knocked him flat. The KO came at 143, and Tyson's highlight reel gained another savage entry. Tyson KOs William Hosea, June 28, 1986.
One round in his last fight, so unbeaten streak.
William Hosea entered the ring in Troy, New York, hoping to be the man to survive Tyson's storm. He lasted just over 2 minutes. From the start, Tyson used bob and weave movement to get inside and detonate body shots that visibly shook Hosea. A crisp left hook set up a brutal right hand that sent Hosea crashing to the canvas. The ref counted him out at 2:03 of the first. Tyson's 23rd win marked yet another one-round demolition, and fans were now comparing him to the greats of old.
Didn't beat it. Well, Tyson looking a bit bemused, having his arm raised.
Tyson TKOs Reggie Gross, June 13th, 1986. Reggie Gross came out throwing wild haymakers, hoping to catch Tyson early. But Tyson wasn't just power. He was defense, timing, and vicious counters. He slipped a wide left hook and fired back with a compact right that wobbled Gross. Tyson swarmed, unleashing a barrage that left Gross defenseless. The ref halted it at 2:36 of round 1. Tyson moved to 22-0 with 20 KOs, and the hype was real. He was no longer just a prospect. He was a phenomenon.
This is the final knockdown again, and it doesn't. He continue on. And this is the closing from
Tyson KOs Steve Zuski, March 10th, 1986. Fighting in Uniondale, New York, Tyson continued his march through the heavyweight ranks. Steve Zuski was a tough journeyman, but Tyson dismantled him methodically. After softening him with hooks to the ribs, Tyson uncorked a vicious right uppercut in round 3 that knocked Zuski out cold at 2:39. The precision, the patience, the power. Tyson was developing into a complete wrecking machine.
Tyson standing directly in front of Zuski. There, bends down with a left hook to the body, right hand to the body. With a to go. And there is a solid shot.
Tyson TKOs Jesse Ferguson, February 16th, 1986. Jesse Ferguson came into the ring with durability and experience. Tyson came in with a mission. From the first bell, it was all Iron Mike, slipping shots and drilling Ferguson with left hooks that echoed in the arena. In round 5, Tyson broke Ferguson's nose with a chilling uppercut. By round 6, Ferguson was bleeding and defenseless. The referee stopped the massacre at 1:19. This was Tyson's national television debut, and it was explosive. He'd arrived as a must-see superstar.
Tyson has a tendency to turn left-handed. Digs right to the body and then comes straight up with the right uppercut. Tyson has a tendency to turn left-handed.
Tyson TKOs Mike Jamison, January 24th, 1986. In a rare twist, Mike Jamison took Tyson into the 5th round, no small feat. But it came at a price. Tyson battered him with body shots, uppercuts, and relentless pressure. Jamison hung in. But by round 5, his resistance broke. Tyson landed a sharp left hook, followed by another punishing left hand, forcing the referee to step in at 46 seconds. While not a flash KO, this fight showed Tyson could stay patient, wear you down, and still finish you like a freight train. Tyson TKOs David Jacko, January 11th, 1986.
while still under development. Tyson's skill.
Tyson opened 1986 the same way he closed the previous year, devastatingly. David Jacko came in confident, thinking his size would give him an edge, but Tyson cut him down with vicious left hooks and crushing bodywork. Less than 3 minutes in, Jocko collapsed under the weight of Tyson's power. The fight called at 2:16 of round 1. Tyson was now 16-0 with 16 knockouts, and his legend was growing with terrifying momentum. Tyson TKOs Mark Young, December 27, 1985. Mike Tyson's 15th fight of the year capped off a whirlwind rookie campaign. Mark Young was meant to be a sturdy test, but like the others, he fell quickly. Tyson punished Young with brutal shots to the body and jaw, forcing him against the ropes. A relentless flurry followed, and the referee had seen enough. The stoppage came at 50 seconds of round 1. Tyson ended 1985 with a perfect 15-0 record. All knockouts, sending a clear message. The era of Tyson was fast approaching. Tyson, TKOs, Sammy Scaff, December 6, 1985. If you blinked, you missed the fight. Sammy Scaff came in with height, reach, and no clue how to handle Tyson's ferocity. Tyson closed the distance like a demon on rails, broke Scaff's nose with a left hook, and pummeled him mercilessly. At 1:19 of round 1, the ref stopped the carnage. The knockout streak continued, and Tyson had made a new habit, leaving giants crumpled and unconscious.
This one's over. This one is over.
It's all over. He tried to make it. Sammy Scaff just knows that.
He's breathing and nose is just pouring out. I gotta believe he broke his nose.
Tyson TKOs Conroy Nelson, November 22nd, 1985.
Round 1. Both boys in white.
At 6 feet 5 inches, Conroy Nelson looked like a physical test for the young wrecking ball from Catskill. But Tyson didn't care about size, he cared about destruction. From the opening bell, he launched body shots that echoed through the arena. Nelson tried to hang on, but a brutal flurry in round 2 sent him crashing down just 30 seconds, and Tyson wasn't just passing tests, he was smashing them to pieces.
He doesn't look convincing, has he? Tries to come back with a spearing left of his own, but Nelson, who was in deep trouble, is in deeper trouble as the... Nelson, who was in deep trouble, is in deep...
Tyson KOs Eddie Richardson, November 13th, 1985. Eddie Richardson predicted he'd last longer than the others. That bravado evaporated the moment Tyson came charging forward. Tyson didn't waste time. His defense was airtight, his footwork surgical, and his punches concussive. Just over a minute into round 1, Tyson detonated a thunderous left hand that folded Richardson. The knockout was so violent, the crowd gasped. Tyson walked off coolly, barely celebrating. For him, it was just another day at the office. Tyson TKOs Sterling Benjamin, November 1st, 1985. Sterling Benjamin stepped into the Atlantic City ring, hoping to survive. But survival isn't an option when you're trapped with Mike Tyson in 1985. Tyson cut the distance like a machine, launching brutal hooks that left Benjamin stunned. Less than a minute into the fight, Tyson cornered him and unleashed a combination that forced the referee to wave it off at just 54 seconds. Another first-round stoppage, another warning to the heavyweight division. Tyson wasn't just knocking guys out, he was erasing them. Tyson KOs Robert Coley, October 25, 1985. Just weeks after dismantling Long, Tyson returned to the ring against Robert Coley. And once again, it didn't last long. Tyson didn't need to warm up. He came out cold and deadly. And by the 37-second mark, Coley was on the mat. The referee waved it off instantly. Tyson was now 10-0 with 10 knockouts, and the boxing world was officially on notice. There was a storm coming, and it wore black trunks and a mean scowl. Tyson TKOs Donnie Long, October 9th, 1985.
Tyson again, another one of those fresh youngsters.
Donnie Long thought he'd be the one to test the rising star. He talked confidently before the fight, but once the bell rang, he had no answers. Tyson exploded with a 3-knockdown flurry, each shot more violent than the last. The final blow, a scorching left hand, flattened Long at 1:28 of round 1. The fight was nationally televised, and the performance turned Tyson from a curiosity into a full-blown phenomenon.
This is as bad as I've ever seen Donnie Long look, but give Tyson credit, that's it. Wow.
Is put away, Donnie Long in the first.
The end of the fight, that left hand, such a short left hand, but delivered.
Tyson KOs Michael Johnson, September 5th, 1985. Tyson's 8th pro fight saw him deliver another first-round execution, this time against Michael Johnson. Johnson looked nervous before the opening bell, and Tyson gave him every reason to be. Less than a minute in, Tyson cracked him with a left hand that landed like a thunderclap. Johnson hit the canvas at 39 seconds in round 1, and that was all she wrote. The highlight reel was growing, and so was the fear surrounding Tyson's name. Tyson KOs Lorenzo Kennedy, August 15th, 1985. Back in Atlantic City, Tyson met Lorenzo Kennedy, and it looked like a lion cornering a lamb. From the first bell, Tyson was on him. Slipping jabs and detonating bombs to the head, Kennedy wilted under the pressure and was brutally dropped by a left hook at just 1:05 of round 1. It wasn't a fight, it was an ambush. Tyson's reputation for first-round chaos was becoming must-see TV. Tyson TKOs John Alderson, July 11th, 1985. Stepping into the ring for the 5th time in 4 months, Tyson faced a taller man in John Alderson. But height meant nothing when Tyson closed distance like a heat-seeking missile. Alderson tried to survive, but Tyson's body shots and uppercuts drained him fast. By the end of round 2, Alderson had nothing left. The ref called it off at the bell, and Tyson added another stoppage to his growing highlight reel. He wasn't just winning, he was steamrolling. Tyson TKOs Ricardo Spain, June 20th, 1985. In Atlantic City, Tyson's 4th bout resembled a crime scene. Poor Ricardo Spain looked like he had no clue what hit him. Tyson came out bobbing and weaving like a wrecking machine, cutting the ring with precision and landing brutal hooks. Just 39 seconds into the fight, Spain was flattened. The referee waved it off immediately. Tyson didn't just win, he erased opponents from existence. Another round, another body, and the knockout train kept rolling. Tyson KOs Don Halpin, May 23rd, 1985.
Right, you saw Tyson's head go back there.
Don Halpin became the first man to drag Tyson past the first round, but that only gave fans a longer look at Tyson's evolving skill set. In Albany once again, Tyson showed patience, breaking Halpin down with smart pressure and devastating body work. By round 4, Halpin had absorbed enough. A sledgehammer right hand sent him crashing to the canvas, unable to beat the count. KO number 3 was in the books, and Tyson proved he could be just as deadly after a few rounds of punishment.
Early in the fourth, can Tyson finish this? I think so. I think so. That's enough. But yeah, here we go. Now this is the punch, the left hook that drives him across the ring. The fight was over then. Bang! That was the punch that...
Tyson TKOs Trent Singleton, April 10th, 1985. Just 1 month after his debut, Tyson returned to Albany looking even more explosive. His second victim? Trent Singleton, who barely had time to blink before Tyson was in his chest, cutting off the ring and ripping shots to the body and head, the speed, the aggression. It was terrifying. Just 52 seconds into round one, the referee stepped in to save Singleton from further punishment. Tyson had arrived, and boxing fans were already buzzing about his raw, destructive power. Tyson TKOs Hector Mercedes, March 6th, 1985. On a chilly night in Albany, New York, the world was introduced to a teenage wrecking ball named Mike Tyson. In his professional debut, Tyson wasted no time tearing through Hector Mercedes. From the opening bell, he stalked forward like a predator, unleashing thunderous combinations that left Mercedes overwhelmed. The fight didn't last long. Just under 2 minutes in the very first round, the ref had seen enough. Tyson scored a TKO that would launch one of the most fearsome knockout streaks in boxing history.
Even Robert Redford bled.
Yeah, but we're talking about a fighter here. People would say, boy, this guy's a natural. But if he's a natural... heavyweight champion of the world, and he's a youngster named Mike Tyson, who can reign for a long...
Whether it was a 91-second unification or a comeback KO served with a single right hand, Mike Tyson didn't just win fights, he ended them brutally, suddenly, unforgettably. His knockouts became folklore, his stare-downs a death sentence, and his legacy, cemented in violence and victory. For a decade, Tyson was boxing's most electrifying and terrifying attraction, a once-in-a-generation phenomenon who reminded the world that in heavyweight boxing, one punch changes everything. And when Tyson threw that punch, the lights usually went out.
You look at the body, he turns his body